had been there many times. 49-year-old male and only 150 packs. The Dollar General that is at incident is the one in Albany, Georgia. Mr. King was accused of stealing simple cleaning items, which totaled $46. He did not leave the store. He did not cross the barrier. He did not cross the threshold to even have walked out where a theft had happened. There was an argument inside the store where the manager, we are assuming that's what she was acting as, accused Mr. King of stealing supplies. She ordered the doors shut to the entire store, not letting anybody out, and then ordered the employee who weighed 400 pounds to attack Mr. King. Here is one view from one of the witnesses that we have talked to who gave us the video they saw.
Take my book, put your time. I believe, man. Let me go, man. I don't stick to my life. Do some nothing for it. Oh, stop opposition. Opposition. Yeah. I ain't got no trouble. I ain't got no trouble. You still trouble?
As you saw from that video, you could hear bystanders telling him he can't breathe, get off of him. He didn't do anything. You also see another employee who was acting manager walk right by, keep looking, didn't order Mr. Harvey off of Mr. King and allowed this to happen, which is why this is Dollar General's entire fault. You know, this was not a random attack. All of this was about an alleged shoplifting situation where management level even took action. And this is clearly an improper policy that the store follows instead of allowing people to leave the items, put them down, or talk to them first. Another bystander video.
Stop opposition. Stop opposition. Get your in, bro. Ain't nobody else here working. Don't do that thing. I ain't got no trouble. Every 16 like that. I ain't got no trouble, man. You still something? Over there. Go back. And we go back. Oh my God. No, bro, tell me. I know what put stuff down. I put it down. I should pay for it. You ain't come to my life. He come to my life, bro. Dude, she can't breathe. I can't breathe, yeah, bro. I can't breathe, yeah, bro. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Yeah, bro. I can't breathe, bro. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, man. Bro, bro, I can't breathe. Bro, I can't breathe, bro. I can't breathe, bro. Hey, bro, you stay talking. You can't breathe. I can't. I'm not even you. I can't breathe. You're about to be a bro. You're going to ride me like me, bro. She locked the door and said, him right there. I was saying, who could be? I know I ain't stealing and shot it. I'm talking about cool guy here.
From witness accounts, Mr. King had 400 pounds on him for potentially over 9 minutes. You can hear the employee actually tell him that it's 400 pounds on top of him. You can hear the witness describe how the doors were locked to the Dollar General by the manager, not allowing anyone to leave. I mean, this is insane. This was a misdemeanor at most, not even shoplifting in our view, because he had not left and had not taken anything and planned on paying for it. And you also, per most stores, you can leave the items and simply walk away. This was insane. The screams of "I can't breathe" are all too reminding of what we heard with George Floyd. And it had dire consequences. Mr. King had to be taken to the hospital where he was on life support, and Deja will elaborate on that further.
So Mr. King suffered several injuries as a result of this attack. He had to be sedated. He was on a ventilator for 9 days. He suffered collapsed lungs and a punctured lung. He had a liver injury, and currently his ankle and feet are still swollen to the point where he still can't walk. And this happened in October. So here we are nearly 2 months later, he still can't walk as a result of this attack. Because of this attack, we filed suit today in Dougherty County, and we named Dollar General, and we're pursuing them for the gross negligence of their employees, a failure to properly train and supervise their employees, and a failure to keep their customers safe. We're also pursuing the 2 employees who were involved. You heard about the store manager. We're pursuing her for negligence after she locked the front doors to prevent any customers from leaving the store. And she also instructed the cashier to apprehend Mr. King. And then the cashier, who you saw in the video, for negligently and intentionally attacking Mr. King, tackling him, keeping him pinned to the floor so long that he was unable to breathe and ended up needing life support. And so we'll take questions at this time.
No, we haven't, we're not aware of any charges that have been brought against any employees for Dollar General. The main thing we're asking for is that Dollar General immediately withdraw any shoplifting charges against Mr. King. Y'all have put him through enough. $40 is not worth destroying this man's life. And we ask that any misdemeanor charge or whatever it is that the district attorney drop those immediately if there are any pending. Charges against the employees of Dollar General, that's up to the DA down there. We aren't interested in that nature.
When did they realize that he was falling unconscious based on the video or what you're saying? Did they ever notice that?
We haven't heard anything from Dollar General at all, which is why we're forced to do things like this to bring attention to the abuse that patrons have suffered and are suffering. And if this is a policy that Dollar General allows in minority communities, then this is going to stop immediately, because you will not go hands-on physical with a patron because you suspect them of stealing. That's not going to happen.
Why did he get out of the store in this condition? Did they have to the manager or anyone call for medical assistance?
An ambulance actually had to come. Maybe on Zoom or can we, okay. All right, thank y'all.
All right, thank you so much.
Sorry. Hey, I just put on the tab. So, go right on the tab.
Recording stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it.